Kev Straw on the front row with race winner, no less, Colin Dunn. As remember, it is random, so they do not have any input on where they start, and we're already straight into it. So let's have a quick rundown. Mark Holmes 3, Matt Webb 4, Simon, Morty, just literally running through the list to get through them all. Chris Callahan on the back. Oh, Chris has had a good start. Someone's actually stationary. Oh my goodness, it's Simon Adams. I did it again. Simon Williams has had a bad start, but look, it's had a stonking start from the third row, I think it was. Is Matt Webb. Great effort there. Kev Straw 2. Sean Morton in 3, and on the inside again with a bad start is Colin Dunn. Goodness me, although he's started to make up for lost ground. Simon is now running. What on earth happened to you? He's running very slowly for some reason. Problem already for Simon Williams. My goodness. But up front, Webb leads, Straw leads, Dunn leads Morton. Oh no, that's too much on the tail for Simon Webb. He's just about going to return to the racing line. No, wrong one. Oh, but Matt Webb still hasn't got that car under control. Looks like Kev Straw's going to retake the lead. Well, I think Matt Webb knew that one was going to be done. He didn't. Oh, no, we've lost Simon Williams already. That's a shame. But into Stowe. Once again, bollards are flying. As we watch from Colin Dunn's car, Matt Webb trying to regain the lead. Right behind, Chris Callahan, starting from last, working his way through stationary cars, did make a little bit of an impact, is chasing Adam Davies. Great effort there. Behind him, Mark Holmes. Behind him, Adam Bent and Sean Morton continue their battle for wooden spoon avoidance. Although you can argue that's going to be inherited by Simon Williams. Look at this. That's again. Well, we can go on board with the steering wheel animation isn't always working. It is in the case of Colin Dunn. Oh, Matt Webb's already got himself a track limit penalty. Working their way through the Woodcote chicane. Colin Dunn's got a lovely line. He's got the momentum on Matt Webb. That's surely going to be second position for Colin Dunn coming into Copse. Oh, down through the gears, but no, Matt Webb's maintained the momentum around the outside and hung on to second place. There is Adam Davies that is looking to try and get involved. There goes another bollard flying through the camera shot. Adam Davies actually chasing down the lead 3. That's going to become a quartet very, very soon. Callahan has broken free of Mark Holmes, Adam Bent, and Sean Morton. Sean has spun and has hit something very, very hard. Sean Morton again. Oh, he just hit, and he's out. He's retired his car. Frustrations abound, and alas, has... oh no, Kev Straw! Kev Straw's facing the wrong way! Oh no! Kev Straw's had a spin. Oh, what a disaster for him. Coming down to the hangar straight just before Chapel. Oh, what a shame. But Colin Dunn continuing to chase. Whoa, goodness me, there's lots of fighting going on everywhere. On the body of Adam Bent, as he's got a great view of Matt Webb, who's taken an unusual line through, I think, a Stowe. Yes, it is. As he is chasing after Mark Holmes, first for 4th. Oh, slowing down. That's an unusual time to slow down, Mr. Webb. He could be trying to undo the track limit penalty, as I think he's at. As again, another unusual line. There's more bollards go flying off of Club. And Callahan is now on the back of... Oh no, we've lost someone. Who did we lose? Who was leading the way? I've completely forgotten already. Oh no. As now Adam Davies is leading the way. Colin Dunn...
Chris, I've just joined you again.
Oh, hello, sir. You're always welcome, Mr. Owen.
I can fill in for the missing gap for you here. Kev Straw was leading the race, had a really big moment down at Beckett's and has dropped to the tail of the field. Unfortunately, we've lost Sean Morton.
Yes, sadly we did see Sean retire his car, so... I did see Kev have his moment and then subsequently forgot that he had his moment. So Kev Straw now down a long way off the tail of the field. 10 seconds behind Matt Webb, who was doing well in the early stages. Oh, Callahan, that's a little bit lively again. But look at this. Colin Dunn is actually not up into the lead yet. He's on the back of Adam Davies. So And we'll see how well. But then its fastest sector times was being lit up by Colin's name at the moment. But then, Adam Davies did get fastest sector 3 last time around. So Adam's got some pace in this car, it would seem. Let's see how well he can fend off the mighty Colin Dunn. Mark's on the back. Actually, Adam Bent's gone up into 4th position. So Adam's got ahead of Mark Holmes. Oops, as Mark has wandered off the road. That was more keep it out of the wall, which he has managed to do. Adam Bent ahead, Matt Webb behind. A great 3-way fight going on there. And as I've looked away, Colin Dunn has gotten up into the lead ahead of Adam Davies with fastest sector 1 and sector 2 as well. So Colin Dunn doing his usual thing. There's Callahan that's not far behind either. So bit of a chaotic start, but now settling down into a rhythm. How did you find your previous race, Mr. Rowan?
Well, at Beckett's, I managed to just get a little tap. Oh,
big problem for Adam Bent. Way too hot into the tyres. And, well, that's an unusual pit lane entrance, but I suppose you're there, make use of it.
I was going to say, I got a little tap into Beckett's, which sent me wide.
Oh, no.
Down to last place. So the rest of the... Callahan's off.
Callahan. Yes, I saw he was getting a bit close to Adam Davies, but he's gone off and bounced off the wall.
Yeah, the rest of the race was great fun coming back up through the order. I don't know where on earth I finished with all the penalties that were pinging around, but it was a good fun race.
Well, there were some interesting penalties, which I'm sure the adjudicators are going to have a look at. Some 40-second penalties sprang out of nowhere. So we will have a look at that. But Colin Dunn now is 5 seconds to the good after everything going on. Only 7 cars remaining in the race. So we've lost 2 from the AM contingent. I think Mr. Garside opted not to return. He did appear in chat saying that it was a bit too much to handle without any practice, and I can't really blame him. It is a difficult car to handle the best of times. As Adam has now got himself on the penalty board, 2 for Adam, 2 for Mark Holmes, and 4 for Matt Webb, who we are looking at the moment, chasing aforementioned Mark Holmes for 4th place. But he's going to have to clear him by quite a way to retain it. Kev Straw is 22 seconds behind here. Oh dear, not a great day for our pole sitter. But Colin Dunn doing, showing the world once again it wasn't a fluke. It was, genuine pace. Just trying to remember what he was. I think he's just set his personal best again. I think it was 47.6. I think was his best last time around. I think. How good's your memory, Toby?
Not that good. But he's just done a 46.8, so it's
oh, what a great lap then from Colin Dunn. Matt Webb still on the back of Mark Holmes as well, as we've got half the race to go. So even with the first race, these cars are proving even more difficult for our AM contingent. Well, the random grid race does tend to spice up the action somewhat, and it hasn't disappointed once again. Have you had any feedback from our drivers so far?
In terms of
how this car thoughts towards this particular combination, anything like that?
Well, a lot of people, they're not only unfamiliar with the car, but they're unfamiliar with the track, because of course it's not one that tends to feature in racing games. So a lot of people have had to learn the car and the track, which has obviously made it quite a steep learning curve. So they've known about this event since the start of the season, but even myself, I've only started practicing this week, as I suspect a lot of people have. So
indeed,
it is a steep learning curve.
Very much so. But yeah, some people would have used, like yourself, you were mentioning in the first race that you've used some, or you've had some experience from the Mazdas that helped a little bit with how you slide these cars, as Callahan has taken 2nd position. How many of not all of our contingent are real life racers, as Adam Davies is going to have a crack back at Callahan. No, get off the grass. Hey, you well held. These things slide around very, very badly. Staying very much to the inside. It's an unusual line, unless you're going in the pits. Nope. He's opted to return to the racing line now. So not everybody has real life racing experience. Some of them are sim racers, but is anybody else that you can think of off the top of your head using real life racing experience to help them?
Well, interestingly enough, that fantastic debut from Aaron Large.
What a great effort that was.
in the pro race is another Mazda driver in real life. So putting me to
Is
shame,
he?
doing a much better job than I did. But I can imagine the MX-5 experience did help him with the handling of these cars.
So have you raced Aaron in real life?
No. It's different series. Mazda MX-5s race all over the place.
I see. Well, yeah, didn't he? Just have an absolute stormer. We look forward to that one when the pros rejoin the track, as we have less than 5 minutes to go. Looks like Mark Holmes has the... That's brave to chuck the tail that hard, and that's why it's brave. As Matt Webb overcooks that one off into the dust, but does manage to keep it well away from the wall, and has lost now the tail of Mark Holmes. Callahan is having a great old scrap with Adam Davies. Whoops! And the tail gets a bit lively. Now 15 seconds! Colin Dunn is just unstoppable. On to what I think is
a great audition for the pro class next year, isn't it?
Well, yes. I think you would quite happily... Well, he's been leading the championship up until this man, Mr. Callahan, overtook him by 2 points, but I suspect that's going to be the other way around after the points are tallied up after this week. Oh, Callahan, I thought you were a tad late on the brakes there, but no, does keep it under control. So he sweeps through the wicket chicane once again. Either Collins made a huge mistake somewhere, or the timing was slightly misleading, as suddenly he's lost 5 seconds. Although he has made a mistake somewhere, he has lost 3 of those seconds. So even the great Colin can make a mistake. But as you will attest to, Toby, mistakes are very easy to come by in these things. Yes.
I think the pros made more mistakes than the AMs actually in our race.
It did seem so, didn't it? the AMs were... I mean, that could be partly because there's less AMs. Just saying that, Kev Straw has now added his name to the penalty count with a single second for him. Yeah, it was a huge incident. I don't know if you were around it at the time, with Nick Bailey getting punched in the face by someone who just touched the grass on the exit of the Abbey Curve. And
I drove through the smoke, actually. I was approaching the corner.
I thought you were nearby.
The brakes on these things aren't brilliant, so I started braking, but there was no way I was going to slow down in time to avoid whatever incident there was. So I just sort of prayed that there was a way through the smoke, and fortunately there was. I think I made up 4 or 5 places in that.
Absolutely. Mark Holmes has just added a penalty to his name. 3 seconds for him now. But yeah, it was pretty catastrophic. It was pretty much where we are now with Chris Callahan sweeping through Abbey Curve. I've forgotten who it was that skewed off and crunched into Nick Bailey, but it did cause quite an interesting few moments for our drivers. Whoops, steady, Chris. Again, that slide didn't go very well. The car just straightened up a little earlier than he was expecting. Adam Bent has just been given a blue flag because Colin Dunn swept past him. As the field has now spread out, the closest ones are Chris Callahan and Adam Davies, as we were previously looking at. But this is rather what I thought would happen. Oh, again, Chris Callahan just getting a big old twitch on the exit of, I believe, yep, that was Beckett's heading down towards... I can always lose because I'm equally as unfamiliar with this track from a commentary perspective. That was actually Cops, I think, in a big old moment through. You can see the method that Chris Callahan uses to get the turn on as we go through Chapel now onto Hanger Straight. So again, go through a sort of a big break, then throw it in and use the power to control the slide. Is that your method? Is that your ideal method, or do you do it slightly differently, Toby?
No, I very much as we see Chris now, not quite as wide as Chris goes there, but yes, certainly turn the nose in, the back wheel step out, and then you just control the slide.
Who is that? That's Adam Bent again. Oh, Adam, not been your day. He does look very young in his picture on the championship wall, that lad.
I think he's only 19. I think he might. I don't know. It's either him or Jack Dan is our youngest competitor.
I think Jack is very young, so I'm used to being the elder statesman of sim racing, as I now hit my 40s. As Colin Dunn has started the final lap. Chris Callahan trying his best to hang on to the back of Adam Davies, but that could still be sorted by penalties though, because Adam's got 2 seconds. Chris is
tight.
He's going to be close, isn't it? There's 1.6 between them. Chris Callahan just needs to maintain 2 seconds. It's very difficult when the car is fighting with you at every single opportunity. Colin
will
Lynn.
have to part now, Chris, and
yes, of course.
Pro Race Lobby. So thank you very much for having me, and
very
we'll put on a
much my
show for
pleasure.
you in the Pro Race.
We look forward to it forthwith. Thank you very much, Toby Owen, for joining me in the box once again. Always good to have the Ringmaster's insight, as Colin Dunn just comfortably leading the way. Looking at his lap times, I think he's kind of gone into bring it home mode, which you can't again blame him because these cars are so unpredictable. Adam's still got Chris looming in the background, and it is close enough for Chris Callahan to inherit that position. But anything can still happen in the remaining corners. Oh, that didn't go very well for Chris. It's still trying to argue with him as he's trying to get the power down in between Stowe and Club. And again, all it takes is a mistake like that, and suddenly the gap is bigger than you need it to be. There is Colin Dunn coming down the farm straight towards Woodcote for the final time. It's a double win for Mr. Fishwick. And you flash your light, sir. You have every right to. Your winner again is Colin Dunn. Very nicely executed. Just saved myself from doing the obvious pun there. And Callahan's closing right in on Adam Davies. Oh, if Callahan had spun there, it would have been all over for him. But Adam Davies is going to cross the line in second, but Callahan will inherit the second position. Or did he? No! Chris Callahan ended up with a track limit penalty at the end. Oh my goodness! That just shows you never give up. So Chris Callahan, with his own 4-second track limit penalty, has denied him the second place. Well. Oh dear, that's gone horribly wrong for Mark Holmes. He's also inherited a track limit penalty in the dying stages of the race. So fourth for him. Matt Webb very cautiously through the chicane for him to come home in 5th position. Kev Straw starting well, but unfortunately issues early on dropped him through the field. Adam in a very rearranged car. Oh no! In the final turns has sadly gone onto the guys. He's going to come over the line backwards. Well, he'll be setting fire to his car after the race is done. And here comes Kev Straw to finish the lineup then, as the pro drivers will be called to arms. And over the line for Kev Straw, and well, we didn't quite see it, but he would have detonated Adam Bent's car.